wanted to talk about was synchronicity. I was just wondering, because the life I live is like a big gigantic synchronistic event. As in, well, I guess it would be described as landmarks that happen throughout my day, averaging about 5 times a day, where I see something that is out of the ordinary that would not just be a coincidence. I mean, it happens so often that it's kind of just like well, I'm on track, or I guess that's how I always used to explain it. But recently, within this year and last year, it has been so frequent, like I said, at least within the past 6 or 7 months, it's been every day for that amount of time. At first, like in January, so on, well, probably till about March or April, would drive me nuts. Like, I seriously have tried to verify everything with everyone else, and then now it's just whatever. So it's like normal. So I was just wondering about, does this happen to everyone? Like, the patterns of everything are so freaking obvious that it's like a video game you've played 3 times, or not 3 times, like a million times, and you know all the hot spots and everything's just, you know, what you're supposed to do. I'd give you examples of everything that happens, but it's so stupid you don't understand it. No one understands your synchronistic events. It's just your view. But one thing that does happen with a lot of people I've come across is numbers. I guess the big conspiracy about the number 23, if you go to frequency23.com, you'll meet up with a whole bunch of people that have that number. I used to have the number 6 haunt me for quite a number of years, as well as crows. That was for a full year. The number 6 and crows, that was everywhere. And right now, since about probably December, I've had the number 1, 2, 3 appear everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere I look. And absolutely, there's no way it's a coincidence. It's just like, cool, you know, I'm on track, or like a message that, you know, someone's there patting me on the back. Anyways, what I just wanted to kind of let you guys know, I was just watching a TV show. Yes, I was watching the TV. Anyways, I was watching, I don't know, it was a study that some Canadians were doing at Cape Cod, I believe it was, where they were taking tree rings and they were describing the rainfalls. So, you know, they see the rings, how much rain was in each year, and they'd patterned it over I don't even know how long, but they noticed that there was a definite pattern of these big rainfalls that would occur every year. And so what the whole show was about was the synchronistic, I guess it would be synchronistic over a gigantic amount of time, of hurricanes. And so what they were studying was the fact that, and they're also taking samples of sediment that was in lakes, or wherever, I don't know, they were doing that in some pond. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a pond, it was a lake. Oh, my dog's here. But, anyway, so yeah, there's actually synchronistic events on a larger level. This is what I came to the conclusion, that hurricanes are just repeating, and they said that the cycle we're in right now, from the patterns of throughout the nature history that they were studying, was actually about a couple decades. So with all the hurricanes that are happening now, apparently it's looking like we're only at the beginning of the season of hurricanes. but I thought that was kind of funny that, well, obviously, there are patterns in life, but I think part of the waking up process is everyone realizing that. Another book to look at for synchronistic events would be the Celestine Prophecies. It's a good read for kind of realizing. Come here, buddy. Come stay. Come here. Synchronistic. Look, here you are. Anyway, yeah. Oh, okay. And I'll leave you with a cool video that I took on the weekend or whatever. Okay. Have a good one. That was pretty close. Okay, I want to update on synchronistic events. This is updating on the hurricane issue to which I had just spoken of. I recalled the day of the watching of the hurricane show. I also watched a show on criminal profiling, which is a very neat thing that they are recently, they consider it science now, but basically what it's about is the fact that there are scientists that are now considered to be kind of able to pinpoint exactly where a criminal would live, a potential, not just a pedophile, a serial killer. They're patternizing the what would you call it? They're thinking, they're patternizing, like they can even pinpoint to a specific neighborhood. Everything, I think that's so neat. Not, well, I guess it's good too, but there are patterns. Everything's a pattern. I mean, honestly, if hurricanes happened every X number of years for a X number of years, that's a breakthrough and a friggin' half. Like, and if we get down to a point where we can pinpoint exactly where a criminal lives and what exact neighborhood he chooses to reside in. That's pretty synchronistic, don't you think? It's too blatantly coincidental that it becomes a pattern. And a pattern is not coincidence now, is it? I guess that's all I had to say. It's not very in-depth, but yeah, so while you're researching the other things like hurricane patterns, research criminal profiling. Okay, bye.
That's sad.
Bigger cage than I have.
Oh, water buffalo!